Hello creators, it's Melissa from Melissa's Creations, and today we're doing a really simple, different kind of a fold card. So I've just chopped off the top of the card and kind of did something a little different today. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to show you how to make it. So we're starting off with some cardstocks, quite a variety. This is just a scrap of Whisper White. We're going to be doing our stamping on this, and then we're going to cut it out with one of the circles from the Layering Circles framelits. I have a piece of red glimmer paper. We're going to cut out a scallop circle from that. This is some of our shimmery white cardstock, and this piece measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then I have a real red card base. Now this is cut on the long way, so it's 11 inches by 4 1/4, and then I'll be scoring it in half at 5 1/2. So let's do our stamping first. I am using Real Red and Smoky Slate for my inks today. And the stamps that we're using is the Christmas Pines set. So we are using this Tidings of Comfort and Joy, along with the really cool stars or little sparkly bits there. So I'm going to, first of all, stamp the background with Smoky Slate and those fun stars. So get those inked up. And then I'm just stamping it right down in the middle. And then we're going to use the Real Red on top of that for our sentiment. Make sure you have a hold of your block this time. There we go. So I can put my inks away. That's all the stamping we're doing right now. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot so that we can do some cutting. I'm using the Oh My Stars Embossing folder, and I'm going to put my shimmery white cardstock right up in there, and then I'm going to emboss that. So I have the regular Big Shot platform without the adapter, a cutting plate, my embossing folder with my cardstock, and another cutting plate on top. And this is what you get. So pretty, lovely. The magnetic platform and another cutting plate. I'm going to put my sentiment, and I'm using one of the circles from the Layering Circles framelits. And so if you're looking at your set like this, it's the circle that is in this column here. I'm not sure, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's the 6th if you're counting from the smallest up. So put the cutting plate back on top of that, run that through, and there's our sentiment. Very cute. Now we're going to take one of the scalloped circles with our red glimmer paper. We're going to pass that through so it gives us a really nice background on there, just like that. Nice border. All right, now I am using my Stampin' trimmer, and the first thing I'm going to do is not use the cutting blade, so I'm going to scoot that out of the way. I'm going to score my card base at 5 1/2 so that it folds really well. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this up a bit. I'm going to take my cutting blade. I'm going to line the middle score line up in the track, and then I'm going to line the bottom corner up with the 1 inch mark. So I have this on the 1 inch, and I can't get them both in the same. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. So I have my fold, where my fold is going to be in the cutting track. And then I have the bottom corner on the 1 inch. So I'm going to cut that, just like that. And then I'm going to scoot that out of the way, and I'm going to bring in my shimmery white embossed cardstock. So I'm going to cut this as well, and what I'm going to do is, again, put this corner up in the track, and then I'm going to swing this bottom corner to the 3/4 inch mark. So here's my corner in the track, my corner down at the 3/4, and then I'm going to cut that. So now I have these two pieces here. Okay, so I am going to fold this in half and crease that score line. And then I'm going to bring these in and put some adhesive. And I'm just using our snail adhesive. And you want to make sure you really get those points so that they stick down really well. So just go all around that. And the one that looks more like a triangle is going to go up in this corner here, and there's just going to be a slight border. So stick it down like that. Okay, and then do the same thing with this piece. We're going to go around the outside edge. Make sure you get the points. And then this piece is going to go here with a slight border around it as well. And we're going to adhere our sentiment onto our glimmer paper with some glue dots. I find that the glue dots work really well when you're adhering something to the glimmer paper. So I'm just going to put probably, 5 on the back of here, kind of scattered around. And then one, come on, pick up. Pick up. There we go. And then one in the middle. Okay, I'm going to put that down here. And I'm using some dimensionals. The sheet is almost gone, but you guys know that I like to use every little bit, so I cut apart the edges. And I'm just putting them on this side because you don't want it to stick down to the back of the card here. So I'm just basically putting it down here. And we'll just do one more right there. Okay, take the backing off of those. And we're almost done. Just gonna pop that right in the middle. And you have a kind of unique and fun card. The front kind of looks all put together, and then when you open it up, you've got this area here. You could put another piece of white cardstock here so you can write on it, or you can just use a really dark black Sharpie to write in it. And there it is. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this really quick and different card. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of future videos, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this card today. You can visit me online at melissascreations.com. Click on shop now and you can get all of the materials that you need to make this card. You can also follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/mcreations. Thanks so much for visiting today. Have a great one. Just like this. Oh no! Ah! All right, 2 sides to a paper. Let's take 2 real quick like. So glad that there's 2 sides.